The main part of the motherboard. Number 1. The processor socket. Different processors require different socket and the motherboard must be chosen to suit the processor intended for use. Number 2. Memory socket. The board has 4 memory sockets and accept DDR. Number 3. Power connector. The power supply connect air supplies appropriate power the different components on the motherboard. Number 4. Primary IDE. Hard drives can be either IDE, integrated drive electronics. Number 5. Secondary IDE. This could be used to connect a second IDE drive. This could be a second hard drive or an optical drive. Number 6. CMOS RAM chip. A DRAM chip used to store the date and time and any user settings added to the setup screen. Complementary metal oxide semiconductor is the material the chip is made from. Number 7. CMOS battery. Because the CMOS chip is a DRAM chip, it is volatile and would lose data when the computer is switched off. The battery preserves the data in the CMOS RAM chip when the computer is powered down. Number 8. SATA connectors. Used to connect SATA hard drives and optical drives. Number 9. BIOS chips. Basic I/O system. A chip holding the startup routine for the computer system. It turns a program to test the hardware of the system and the test is successful. A single beep is sounded if not a series of these beeps are sounded, and these beep patterns can be used to identify the failing component. Number 10. Southbridge chip. Forms the chipset with the north bridge between them. They control the buses on the motherboard. Buses are the data pathways between the motherboard components. The south bridge controls the lower buses like the IDE bus, STE bus, USB bus, etc. 11. North bridge chip control the faster buses on the motherboard. These include the front side bus between the processor and main memory and the graphics bus. 12. PCI sockets. Peripheral component interconnect socket used to connect expansion cards like modems, network cards, TV tuner cards, etc. Number 13. FDD connector. For connecting a floppy disk drive. 14. PCI Express. The graphics card connect her other motherboard have an AGP accelerated graphics ports slot. 15. Super I/O control the mali. Ulit. Number 13. FDD connector. For connecting a floppy disk drive. 14. PCI Express. The graphic cards connect her. Other motherboards have an AGP Accelerated graphics port slot. 15. Super I/O chip. Control the serial parallel mouse and keyboard ports at the back of the computer system. 16. Network chip. Controls the network port at the back of the computer. 17. Audio ports for connecting speakers, microphones, and etc. 18. USB ports. The current standards for connecting peripherals. 19. Network port. Used to connect the computer to a network. 20. Video port. Connect the monitor to this port if a PCI Express graphics card is not being used. 21. Parallel port. Largely obsolete, used to connect printers and scanners. 22. Serial port. Large obsolete, used to connect external modem, etc. 23. PS2 ports. The keyboard connect to the purple port and the mouse connect to the green ports, largely replaced by USB. 24. Audio chip control the onboard audio system.